That's my kid. He hit that thing right in the middle. That is my child. So, this is Cynthia Ortiz. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. That kid, unfortunately, had no semblance of a normal childhood because he was the victim of exploitation, voyeurism, and he would get a call, we're going to do this XYZ horrible thing to your mom, and you're going to be okay with it. And Mr. Perry, how would you like if somebody did that to your children? It is severe psychological torture for you to put my kid through that. Both of my kids. I have two boys, and they're wonderful. Both of them are wonderful. One of them is a successful salesperson with a wife and kid. I didn't know about the kid because Mr. Perry has separated me from my family. That's what they do to voyeurs. Trafficked women. They tear down our lives till there's nothing left, so we're easier to traffic. We're not teenage runaways. These guys want women who are... I'm losing my voice, by the way. This happens when you have to sleep in your car and it's cold outside. They, I guess, found a clientele of men who want women who can have an adult conversation. Let me just say something. If you like women, then you're going to do what women like, and you'll attract women to you, and you won't have to buy one. When your goal is to beat them down and tear them down to nothing and be very abusive and cruel, you're just going to make them hate you. They're going to fucking hate you. You take away the people that they love, the things that they love. This Christmas, I am, not how it's been the rest. This is the first time in my entire life I've had to sleep in my car. Mr. Perry tries to every night to take my car. Every fucking night. We usually get it before he does it. I know last night you talked to my car guy. We heard you. We heard you a lot. That is protected by privacy laws. And you're invading my privacy. And my guy said, you will stop doing that, or we won't call you. I mean, it's about to be too damn late for you. You want help, and nobody's helping you. In 9 years, nobody's helped you. Find who's helping me. And you guys have come up with all kinds of stuff. I guess, what was it? You thought I was dropping hints, so you called. Did you call Professor Athens? And he said, I'm not helping her, but I'm glad she likes my work. I think she just got my work through school. And that's true, if that's what he said. He's a criminologist, but he was abused as a kid, and he did not use the abuse as an excuse to fail, as Mr. Perry has done. Mr. Perry made up a story of abuse and uses it as an excuse to fail. Here's the thing: people don't like crime. It's second on the list of things people do not like. They don't like it. Stalking is a felony, and this is the allegations against you, sir. Stalking is a felony. Hacking is a felony. Voyeurism is a felony, and it's a pervert, sick little twisted problem that you have. And if you liked women, you wouldn't do it, because women do not like that. That's a turnoff right there, that alone. Women like men who are busy working hard and have something interesting to talk about, which you don't. You watch everybody who has a life. You watch women you could never actually have. Dude who bought me, if you liked women, you would do what women like. We don't like being trafficked. We don't like being voyeur raped. We don't like somebody forcing themselves on us we don't like or want anything to do with. We don't like everything we care about, every person we care about, all the people, the work that we've done in our lives to accumulate things, same as you have. We don't like that ripped out from under us. And so fuck you, by the way. You go around, I've heard, acting like you care, and you're disappointed that I don't like you. You are as much a part of destroying my life as Mr. Perry is. If you like women, you do what women like, sir. Both of you, Charles and Weirdo Houston Realtor, go into a bar, find the ugliest bitch in there. Fat, ugly, pimples all over her face, moles everywhere, no makeup, disheveled hair, whatever. Find the ugliest, most desperate bitch in there who's just dying to have male attention, and walk up to her and tell her what you do to women. and see if she'll go home with you. I got a Peeping Tom sex weirdo problem. I stalk, I hack, I peep, I coerce. I'll ruin your life. I've just done that to some other women. I'll take your kids away. I'll take your family away. And leave you desolate and alone. And sell you like I'm a pimp. And force myself on you. Do that and see if she'll go home with you. Likely she's going to call 911. So the allegations against you are trafficking, exploitation. Those are very serious crimes. And grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with contracts and commerce with intent to coerce, witness and victim tampering, perjury, obstruction of justice, destruction of evidence, murder in the first degree of a police officer, attempted murder of a police officer, attempted murder of me, which I can't say what I am, and you know that. I can't say what I am. It's different when you do the crime to me. You guys act like after 9 years you don't know that yet. Mr. Perry, everybody's very, very tired of having to repeat the same thing for you. You know, I mentioned Kathy Page. Call Kathy Page, my friend, and ask her how many times did I have to repeat things for her. She worked for Senator Ensign. Call Senator Reed's staff. I met with Senator Reed and Ensign over on my lymphedema crap that I did. Call them both and ask them how many times their staff. How many times did you make her repeat herself? Call all the surgeons I worked with. How many times did you make her repeat herself? Man, we're in, out, work. Get it done yesterday, get it done. Didn't have time for that kind of crap. That is not success, sir. That is a fail and a big one. If you like women, you will do what women like. You do every deviant, sick, twisted, turn-off thing on the planet. Don't act like you care. You fucking don't care. You're enjoying watching, you guys would get up every day and go, oh, she'll change her mind today. What planet are you on? You're just a delusional as Charles. Okay, let's establish for the record, Mr. Perry has Huntington's disease, and everybody was shocked and dismayed that I found that out. You know how I found that out? When he contacts me, we get more. We get stuff like that. Ask Lucius. When you contact me at all, we get more, because I fucking hate it. I don't care what you think. I didn't ask you. I asked you to leave me alone, and you act like you have no fucking idea what I just said. Delusional. When my privacy is invaded at all, when you cause me a loss at all, problem or a loss or drama, we get more. The longer I'm broke, the more we get. The longer Michael Neely, Manford police officer Mike Neely's in jail, the more we get. And nothing else has happened in 9 years but that. Not one other thing. Mr. Perry can't get a date with me. Somebody was giving you a hard time about that last night or night before. When you work all night and then you're sleeping in your fucking car, everything blends together, so you can't remember what happened, what day, whatever. I have to look at my phone to see what fucking day is this. It's very difficult for me. I'm not able to do a schedule, have a home. Mr. Perry took my home, and he thinks that's how you get a date. This Christmas, it's not like any other Christmas where I would get out of my own warm bed, where my things are everywhere, get up, feed my fish, nibble on some, I usually have blueberry muffins or cherry turnovers on Christmas, or, in the days right around Christmas. I also love smoked oysters, and the Hickory Farms cheese things I eat, I'll nibble on those too. Take a shower and go see my family. That's why I moved to Oklahoma. Not to be around you, not to be harassed by you, not to be raped by you and have some monster force himself on me. Not to be trafficked, not to be call Jinx and have them pull her over, call Bixby and have them pull her over, have Tulsa pull her over so we can take her car. And if we make things bad enough, then maybe she'll be trafficked. If she's eating out of a dumpster, only then do I look like the better choice. I'm that pathetic. I'm that disgusting and repulsive to women, because I do everything women hate, not what they like. You don't like women, you like deviant men. Both of you. Charles and Houston realtor guy who bought me. If you liked women, you would do what women like. Had you come into the strip club where I worked, and talked to me and got to know me, you might have seen maybe I like you, maybe I don't. I don't like you for sure now. You know, you guys have sat around and fantasized and fantasized and fantasized and fantasized, and you're making buffoons of yourself, both of you are. Are you going to share me? You know how sick that is? You know how sick and twisted that is? That is fucked up. That is fucked up. I'd be out eating out of a dumpster in 24 hours. Because I will not suck your dick, and that's what trafficking is. Not to be vulgar or obscene. See this young man right here? That's my son. That's my child. He grew up in hell because of you. I wouldn't date a man who didn't treat my kids right. Respect boundaries. Respect my wishes. Who just forces himself on us in cruelty and abuse. Day after day after day. My guy said, you're running out of time. The longer you drag this on, the less he can do to help you. I'm not going to help you. He will help you. Once I have my privacy back, once you stop all contact with me, and once I have my money back, and I'm not sleeping in my car anymore, and all my bills are paid up. Until that happens, because he's already told you, she's not to be broke anymore. And you had me kicked out of my place, and took everything I own. So we got out of that. Geppetto the witch is very confused why his seances and voodoo is not working. Man, I heard that you told Mr. Perry you can pay me to cast spells on her and crap. That only works on people who are undecided. She's made up her mind. She serves God. We have free will. That's one of the rules. You get free will. You can't force. Right, Geppetto? My choice was never Satan. My choice has always been God since I was a little girl. Sometimes I did my faith vigorously, sometimes I didn't. But people would come into the strip club and say, it doesn't matter what she's wearing, you can feel God all over that girl. And you know how much I preached? None. Sometimes you just show it with your life, the way you live. One of the girls one day was stressing out about, she wasn't making any money, stressing out about how she was going to pay her gas home. Because most of the clubs but for Lady Godiva's were kind of rural, like Stillwater. I worked in Stillwater. That was kind of a trip. A lot of girls from Tulsa worked there, and she was one. Sensations is in almost a Pryor, so same thing. It's kind of a little bit of a trip. She was stressing about gas. I looked at her and go, here, take some. Here, I got your gas. Just gave her money to make sure she gave you home. Her mouth dropped over. She goes, thanks, I'll pay you. And I go, no, it's a gift. You're not gonna pay me shit. I had a good night. You take it. And I had another friend that I worked with at a strip club who had something wrong with his tooth, and he needed it extracted. And it was going to cost him $150 to extract it. And he does drugs, and he drinks. Most of the money he makes, he made good money. He'd spend it on drugs and alcohol. I didn't care. That's none of my business. He goes, I have X amount, and then I can go get my tooth pulled. I'm in a lot of pain right now. And I said, how short are you? What is it again? He said, I only need $20 more. I've got everything but $20. I handed him 20. Go get your tooth fixed tomorrow. Oh, thanks. I'll pay it. Nope, that's a gift. You don't owe me shit. It's just a gift. Just take it and go. So I mean, that's how I lived my life in those clubs. I didn't do the extra crap. I didn't do drugs. I didn't even smoke pot. I might have gotten some secondhand pot here and there, but I mean, I didn't smoke pot. I've not in my life ever smoked pot. Why is that? I'm working in a strip club. I'm getting evidence against you. Like a motherfucker. You're bringing it right to me. Like Pinto and Mickey James and Joel and Terry Wagner. Right? And David Robertson. So all I have to do is sit there and scoop it up. Poop scoop, we call it. We just scooped your poop. You came in my club and you pooped everywhere, and so we scooped it up, put it in a courtroom. This is my kid, and I miss him, and I miss my cousins and my aunts and uncles. And you had no right to come here and mess with him, threaten him, bully, did you? So this Christmas, normally I'd get up out of my cozy bed and go to the next room to pee and take a shower and feed my fish and nibble a little, take a shower and go to my relative's home for Christmas. This year, I'm waking up in the side street in my car. I have to drive to pee. So when you call my car guy, we find out about it. Okay? When you call and ask me to be pulled over, we find out about it. Okay? That's the trade-off you get. You're paying for what you're doing already. You're just not that smart enough to put that together in your head. Mr. Perry has been diagnosed with Huntington's disease. It causes psychosis. It makes him unable to have cognitive reasoning. If, then that, cause, effect, before and after, same and different. They care shit. You can't do it. When you fuck with me, you don't get a date, you get caught. You get told on. You're not loved or wanted, you're told on. You don't have a real romance, you're delusional. There's not been a real date ever. I moved to Oklahoma to get away from you. I didn't want to talk to you at all. I didn't want fucking anything to do with you. I had a job to do, and that was to get you elected. I was done. You begin to ravage my life. My first instinct is always to walk off. You want to pick a fight with me, I'm going to walk off. I don't need the drama. That's not my thing. If you're stupid and pathetic and you want to pick a fight with me, I'm going to not dignify you with a response. I'm going to turn around and walk off. But if you continue to pick it and pick it and pick it and pick it and pick it, I'm going to make you wish you had not done that. Okay? When has your crime been caught this much in your life ever? It's not. This is the first time we've got Geppetto's name and know that he's a witch. We don't just have his name, we know he's a witch. We got Sanjay's name and we know he's your hacker. We know he and Calvin, who is bald and fat, do the DoorDash hacking and orders, and y'all set all that up. You two do. We know that. No one has this much evidence of your crime, your organized crime. You've been accused of hacking, voyeurism, stalking. Some guy asked you that. You're giving me some information here, sir. I need to know how you got this, because I know good and well she didn't call you and tell you this. You caused a problem for her. Now you're bringing it to me like she did something wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. You did something wrong. And I need to know how you even have this information. Because it looks to me like you got it in the commission of a felony from hacking and voyeurism. And those are the accusations, right? Are you proving that out or not? It looks to me like you're proving it out. So I can't do a fucking thing with it. It's illegally obtained. And it doesn't, again, look like she did shit wrong. It looks like you did. It looks to me like you maliciously and intentionally caused her a problem. I have got my car title and my driver's license pretty much shoved up my ass because you guys have talked about taking them from me illegally over and over and over and over. And we only need one to show malicious intent. We only need one. And what I said is I'm not going to pick a fight with anybody. You pick one with me, my first thing I'm going to do is walk off. I moved twice to get away from you, Mr. Perry, and not have a fight and not have a conflict. When you continue to pick a fight with me, all I'm going to say is, I promise you're going to wish you hadn't done that. I promise you're going to wish you fucking had not done that. I had 2 girls that I worked with that were on drugs and young, and they both picked a fight with me. And you know what I said to them? I know it's a thing in the strip club that you guys fight with each other, and it's important for you to prove yourselves to each other that you're the tougher girl. That's not me. I'm not 20, I'm 50. So instead, what I'm going to do is if you want to beat me up, hit me. I will not hit you back. And then I will file assault charges against you, and you go to jail. And both of them turned around and walked off, and there was never another issue ever again. I'm not stupid. I'm not immature. I have some class, I have some dignity. Anybody will tell you when I did a lap dance, it was done very classy. It wasn't skank, it wasn't, it was very classy. Even in a strip club, I got evidence against you like nobody else has. And people said, I don't care what she's wearing, you can feel God on that girl. Geppetto, I understand you told them, you can pay me to cast spells on her. But for somebody who's made up their mind, it doesn't work, it's just going to piss her off. Is that true? It does. It just pisses me. How long you been doing that? Do you get anything out of that except we get more evidence against y'all? Nothing else happens with that. You're not changing my mind. You're pissing me off. Because I don't like it when people force themselves on me. No one does. And if you like women, you do what women like. Women do not like somebody forcing themselves on you. If we're in a bar and you're forcing yourself on me, they will kick your ass out. The bouncer will throw you out. Period. It's deviant conduct. It's outside social norms. They don't have to put up with it. People don't put up with that crap. What makes you think they would be okay with what you're doing? This Christmas, I'm not with my family because of you. I came up here to get away from you. So we find out you called the car guy last night. And you want me pulled over every fucking night. Just which one is it going to do? Is it Broken Arrow? Are you going to call? You kept wanting me to go to South Tulsa last night. And we know that. Because we heard y'all talking about it. Is she not coming back down here? Not tonight, I guess. How did you even know where I was? Except that you're doing exactly what we say. My car guy shouldn't know you, and nor you should know him. If you weren't doing what we say, stalking, hacking, peeping, witness tampering, coercing, you wouldn't. You use people in my life to coerce and force yourself on me, and everybody's had it with you, Mr. Perry. Everybody's fucking had it with you. When you contact me, we get more. When you invade my privacy, we get more, because my guys are going to invade yours. You reap what you sow. You fucking already are. My guys have a court order and you don't. You don't change my mind, you piss me off. You cause me loss or drama or problems, we get more. The longer I'm broke, the longer Mike's in jail, the more we get. And the more we get, the easier it will be to get a conviction and restitution. Your success is ill-gotten gains, Mr. Perry, and you're likely to end up paying it all back in restitution to your victims. So don't sit there and get in my phone every day. I'm successful. I have money and you're broke. I made you broke. I made you I took your house. I took your money. I made you broke. I have money. Call me. I'm going, oh my God, wow. Wow. Can you imagine waking up to that? You're just trying to text somebody, your attorney or a friend, or just Google something, and he starts typing that crap. And then he'll start typing names. Is it Al? Is it Z? Is it Andrew? Is it your family? Is it your kids? Leaking. He wants to know who his leaks are. And every day I repeat myself. I'm not told who the leaks are. I'm not told what the information they get from a wiretap order of some sort. Or a leak. I don't know. What I do know is what you're doing is making everybody hate you. It's making everybody sick at their stomach. It's deviant for a reason. If you liked women, you would do what women like. You're a fat, lazy turnoff. And you're cruel. And your cruelty gets us more evidence against you. When in your life has your crime been caught this much? You tell us. We know Calvin's bald and fat. We know Sonjay is you're a hacker. And we know those two work together to get my DoorDash orders set up. They're your DoorDash orders. They're not mine. And you hacked my app. Mr. Perry, please listen to what I'm saying. I don't care what you think. I don't know why you think I do. Why the fuck do you think I do? No one understands why you think I care what you think. I didn't ask you, did I, Connie Curry? No. Watch this.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How can you dress like this? What are you, a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How can you dress like this? What are you, a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay.
All right, no one asked him what he thought of her clothes. That's not what she said at all, is it? She said, leave me alone. Mr. Perry, so I heard somebody was getting on to you. It looks to me like you've got some problems. You don't have a real romance here. You don't have a real relationship. She said you give her the heebie-jeebies. And the creepy crawlies. She won't talk to you. You're having to try to starve her. You're taking her money. That's going to piss her off. And it does. It pisses me off. I will not go out with a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. And I've missed a lot. Because of you and your little Houston bitch over here. Deviant Men's Club. Houston guy, you're not good enough for me. I'm sorry. You're not even close. I do not go out with a man who would ruin my life. And what would happen is You'll be, oh, sweetheart, you don't have to live in your car. You can come home to, with me to my Houston Sugarland house, and I'll help. You can work at my real estate firm and blah-de-blah-de, blah, blah, blah. And I would now bend over and suck my dick. And I would bite your dick off and be eating out of a dumpster anyway. Because that's what you guys, trafficking guys, do. You're going to perform. You're going to let us rape you. You're going to let us make you vomit everywhere. Because, the sick sex stuff we make you do. And if you don't do it, then you're going to eat out of a dumpster and take cold showers and have no food. That's what this is what trafficking is. That's what y'all do to your victims. Billions of dollars are spent putting a stop to that. Billions of dollars are spent putting a stop to that and the deprivation of human rights, food and shelter. So I have a lot of help, and it's very powerful, and you don't know, fuck. You can't name even one of my guys. I know Geppetto, the witch. I know Sanjay, the hacker. I know Calvin is bald and fat. I know, we got Blankenship, Desiree, James and Ruben you thought were leaks. Beverly you thought was a leak. Monique, who's Monique Charles? Muffin Man is a nickname for one of your people involved. This morning, you had somebody had a meeting talking about your delusion. There's been no real relationship. For how long? 9 years. 9 years? Oh my God, he said. 9 years? He thinks there's a romance and she won't have anything to do with him? No, and he's ruining her, which is why she won't have anything to do with him. That's not how you get women to like you. Duh. So you get caught when you do the crime to me. I did find out I was trafficked, and to who? Before you actually trafficked me. I found out you wanted to take my driver's license and my car title. Heard you talking about it. Because other men in my life have power, sir. You guys thought the TV show Clarice was written about me and for me. There's a lot of similarities, and I can see why you would say that. And the second episode is a very powerful episode, isn't it? Other men in my power. You don't understand what I'm saying, she said. You don't understand me. You see, other men in my life have power. My daddy was a lawman. My granddaddy was a lawman. Even the song "There's Power in the Blood of Jesus" is a theme song to that TV show. And she is all about catching the criminal. And you need to pay attention to the words of burn notice. There's no hints. I'm making a point. We all want you gone. We don't know why the hell you think I would drop a hint. Because once you're gone, I have my privacy back. You're not around to bother me or make trouble and drama for me anymore. And I'll never be broke again. Why would I want to help you? Ruin my life. You're just fucking nuttier than a fruitcake. So, I came to Oklahoma to be with my family, and I'm not with my family. I'm sleeping in a car because you're taking my money. So when I quote you, and I know names of your people, and you can't even get one of mine, those are the results and outcomes of what you're doing and what we're doing. The more we get, the easier it'll be to get convictions, and the more restitution. Period. That's just the way it is. And subsequent lawsuits. So, he said on Bird Notice, I don't remember which episode it was. He said, some people are motivated by principle, and they're not ruled by greed and fear. They don't care about greed and fear. Those aren't factors for them at all. And when you get somebody like that, you either help or you get out of the way. And he's not wrong. And we think it's hysterical that strategy-wise we sit down, we have a shrink that evaluates every single one of your personalities. And she'll tell us what motivates you. And she'll tell us what your Achilles heel is. And she'll tell us how to set up a strategy around all that. And look at our results and outcomes. We're quoting you everything. I know you trafficked me. We got that information because you pissed everybody off. The more cruel you get to me, the more you piss everybody off, and the easier it is to get that information, David. I didn't pick a fight with you. What kind of stupid picks a fight? Just picks a fight just because they think they can. You're boring. You got to be boring to do that. You know, anyways, the more you do this, I found out you wanted my driver's license. You already took my social. I found that out from the cops. The one that won't call you back. He said, I'll help Mr. Perry. I'm not calling him back. I wasted my time talking to someone who can't understand me. What I said is, she's not to be broke again. And then you took her home and you took everything she owned. So I got for her Geppetto's name, Lucius's name, and what they do, Sanjay's name, and what he does. Everybody's mad. They can't believe he did that to you. We got all kinds of calls. Our hearts are fucking broken right now for her. Our hearts are broken. Is she going to be okay? Our hearts are broken for her that he did that to her. I can't believe he did that to her. What in the hell is wrong with someone that does that? So we got all those names. And you have not one of my guys. He will not help you until you give it back and get the fuck out. And I never hear from you again. And that includes getting Mike Neely back to his family. My money is, I'm not broke anymore. My money. Not your BioLine money. I don't want your BioLine money. That's illegal. I want the legally owed debt that you owe me. My parents kept my inheritance money, and they've got over 3 recordings that I know of you talking to them, telling them not to give it to me. I've heard them. And they had one of my dad talking to somebody, maybe my sister, I don't know. And he said, I wish I had given her that money in 2007 when I was supposed to give it to her. And they had stayed in Las Vegas, and she wouldn't have taken this job in Lubbock because Mr. Perry didn't just terrorize her. He terrorizes us all. And I'm sick and tired of that man calling me. Don't call him anymore. Unless you're calling him, give her her money. I'm sorry I butt into that. It was none of my business, and I shouldn't have. You owe me the interest from the day that you made that first phone call until the day I actually get that money. And I'm sleeping in my car, and they have my money. And you told them not to give it to me. So, remember, it's grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with contracts and commerce with intent to coerce. Coercion, forcing, bothering. Unbearable pressure. And this Christmas, I'm not spending it with my family. I'm going to be in my car, which makes me hate you even more, makes everybody hate you even more. Because what I came here for is to not have any drama. I fucking hate drama. I don't have time for it. I don't know what you do. And we heard the guy arguing with you. You don't have a real relationship. And that's the guy this morning. How long has there not been a real relationship? 9 years. 9 years? I don't like you. A real relationship is when both people want to be in it, and you know good and well, I fucking hate your guts. You're just this Looney Tune guy like this, stalker. I don't like you. Get over it like a man. It drives me nuts that you act all girly girl. I fucking hate that. I don't even understand that. I have friends that are trans and they don't act like you. It's like 2 different worlds. I mean, I don't even know what to call you. My friends that are trans do not act like you. My gay friends do not act like you. They wouldn't hurt anybody. I mean, this is not how they roll. Nobody knows even what word to use to describe you. You're hideous, you're heinous, you're a monster. And you're sick and twisted. You're sick and twisted. Everybody gets rejected, everybody else just moves on. You are fucking delusional. And in your delusion, you have mistakenly thought you'll get away with this, even though we're quoting you every day. Your crime's never been caught this much. We are naming people involved. And the role they play. It's pretty significant information, sir. So when we say you are to stop it, or they'll do it for you, you want some help, give it back and get the hell out right now. Because he's not going to call you until you do. And the longer you drag this on, the more limited he is on what he can do for you. And it looks like it's getting to be where it's just going to be too fucking late. Because you're just stupid as a rock. Just dumb as a rock. And I've told you guys before, do not wake up again and think that I'm going to change my mind. Did he make her life hell enough? Her choice is hell or hell. Her choice is this kind of hell or that kind of hell. What the hell? You're just as bad as sick and twisted as Perry. Normal people don't want to hurt him. Don't want to hurt another person. In fact, they're like, this guy, I'm glad she's okay. I'm glad this woman is okay. Our guy's got a lot of calls, Mr. Perry. Our hearts are broken at what he just did to her. And the way that that woman talked to her. What can we do to help? What do you need? Y'all need to hurry up and make arrests. What else can we get for you? Here's this guy's name. You might want to look into Geppetto. He's the witch they hired. And Lucius and Sonjay the hacker. Look into these people. They're helping. Okay? So, most people can't stand you because you're cruelty. A man's kindness brings blessings. We're nice. People love us. And we can get information like that. And your cruelty is your downfall. Every time you're told on, you're coming down a little more and a little more and when in your life has your crime been caught this much? And this is the first Christmas I'm not going to wake up in my own cozy bed or even a hotel room. Go to the next room to pee, then feed my fish, then nibble, then take a shower and go see my family, which is why I came here. It's why I moved here. Instead, I'm going to wake up on a side street or in a parking lot and have to pee about 3 times in the night, and then drive to a gas station, and get out in the freezing cold and pee. I gotta buy coffee so I'm not using the bathroom for free, or I gotta buy a Coke, or I gotta buy some food. I really don't want to, but I'm gonna have to because I need to make it right with whoever's bathroom I'm using. And then we'll spend the day alone, or go to a restaurant and interact with a waitress, or go to a park and interact with God. I do that a lot. I do that a whole lot. Geppetto, perhaps that's your problem. I talk to God. Satan is subservient to God. I don't care what what lie you tell yourself, what bullshit. Satan's the father of lies. I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning. You have authority over the evil spirits. You will trample on scorpions and snakes, and no harm will come to you. If God allows you to do something harmful to one of his kids, his intent is then to bless them double for their trouble. Read the book of Job. First they had to ask permission. Can we sift this guy? And Jesus and God said, sure, you can, because I'm going to bless him double for whatever it is you do. He's getting whatever horror it is you impose on them, on my person, my creation, my child. I'm going to give him double back. That's always my plan. At one point, King Ahab in the book of Kings, Geppetto, since you've made this into a spiritual thing, in the book of Ahab and Jezebel were awful people. Rebelled against God, were awful, awful, awful people. And God had enough of it. They're causing suffering. I've had enough. He actually said, God said it. It's in the book of Kings. I need who can trick Ahab to his death. I've had enough of this. I want him dead. God said that. And a deceptive spirit came forward and said, I can do it. And he said, what is it you plan to do? I'm going to talk to his witch to deceive him to going into battle where he'll be killed. And then he can't hurt people anymore. He said, fine, do it. And that's exactly what happened. God called out a deceptive spirit to trick an evil man to his death. Because he was at that point. God will turn you over to a reprobate mind. You want to be wicked and evil, he'll let you. And you meet your own demise. But he had enough of the suffering Ahab and Jezebel caused. Enough of it. And the defiance and rebellion against him. He created them. So Geppetto, that's why your seances don't work. And you told them that. You can pay me to do this. But somebody who's already made up their mind, it's not going to work on him. It's just going to piss her off. And I'm going to laugh all the way to the bank. This only works on people who are undecided, and she's very, very decided. Right? So, I don't know what to tell you. But we got Geppetto's name when people started calling in. My guys, our hearts are broken for what he just did. What is wrong with someone that would do that? So here's the name of their witch, Geppetto. Here's the name of their hacker, Sonjay. What else do you need? The first time you started talking about getting me kicked out of my apartment so you can traffic me. A woman is easier to traffic when she has nothing and no one left. So we all know you do that. We've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. You're caught. It's different when you do it to me. I put my driver's license and my car title pretty much up my ass. Because you've talked about, we got you talking about it, taking it so many times. It's not even, I mean, it's unreal. The repeat is unreal with you, Alzheimer's, whatever. Ask Kathy Page, how many times did you make her repeat herself? Golly, that's the people I was working with before you started tearing my life apart. I don't go out with a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. Tearing my life apart does the opposite. So all you're doing is turning people against you and making everybody fucking hate your guts. You don't like women, or you would do what women like, both of you, Houston Realtor Guy. So you're full of shit. Nobody believes you, and everybody's kind of sick of hearing it. You're whining about, you're somebody done me wrong. Come on with that. You're doing something very, very illegal and very, very cruel. So fuck you. You are not a victim here. You are stupid. Everybody else is glad I'm okay when I'm okay.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk.
Does this make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you feel?
The one that put all the scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches? I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I don't
gonna
give
get
a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can bring
Is
the
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
Does this make you feel? You're filming.
Harry says the same thing. I'm gonna get you. And I'm like, you know what? I just quoted you. We took that. We got that. So I don't know what planet you, are you threatening me again? Oh, you're threatening me again, aren't you? Pathetic. So whoever you are arguing with about a real love life, I mean, he's right. Delusional. You have a certified nutty problem. Huntington's disease is a disease. You have an official diagnosis, right? And the side effects are delusion. You can't tell fact from fiction. You don't know. And psychosis. And you're unable to put things together like cause and effect. Same and different before and after. No cognitive reasoning. That's gone. You can tell. You can tell you have this disease. You can't tell. You can tell you have no fucking idea what someone just said to you. You don't know. Kind of like aphasia Bruce Willis is going through. Thing is, though, that's not my problem. That's for your family to deal with, and your doctor, and your pastor, and you are to get it out of my life. And it's making everybody hate your guts. A man's kindness brings blessings. We're nice to people. Everybody likes us. We're offering to stop the harm, the cruelty, the hurt, the bullying, the bothering, the drama. So we can get information, and you can't look at your results, look at ours. People do not like crime, and they do not like what you people are doing. If they don't like crime, why do you think they were going to like yours? You don't have a real love life, you dumbass. You're using my body against my will to pretend you do, and everybody's getting a little tired of that. And the repeat, sir. They're getting tired of you forcing yourself on us. Stop. I came to Oklahoma to be with my family and not have to deal with you. So everybody's mad that it's Christmas and I'm sleeping in my car, not a bed, and I have no food. And the more you do that to me, the more we get. We heard you last night. Can we not get her back down to South Tulsa? We heard you. Because everybody's mad at you. That I'm sleeping in my car, not with my family. And I'm broke. And I told you, we're not going to help you until that stops. If you wanted to help, you'd stop. Maybe you don't want it. And then it'll be too fucking late for you. Yeah. You don't have a real love life. It doesn't go both ways. You're in that by yourself. I don't feel anything for you but disgust. And everybody gets that but you, delusional. You are mean and you're strange-o. And I don't like any of that. You're a turnoff. You're lazy. I fucking hate lazy. I don't like welfare-minded. What's mine and mine is and what's yours is mine, and I'm entitled. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm entitled to my privacy. You're not entitled to invade it. Fucktard. We're sick of this, Charles. Everybody's fucking so sick of this. And sick of you. And you need to get that, and you don't. This guy didn't even make sense any more than you do. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna take. I'm like, wow, oh my gosh. Well, we just took what you just said. We got it. We do every day. Ask Geppetto. Ask Lucius. I found out you trafficked me to some guy in Houston in Sugar. He lives in Sugar Land, right by Houston. Right? Dude, you're just as bad. I mean, you're just... If you like women, you'll do what women like. They don't like being trafficked and having their whole lives blown up. I don't like that you killed a cop. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this again. You're not getting away with that. I told you when I first got home from jail, you've been doing this shit to people all your life. And you've been getting away with it, not this time. Watch this. And let me show you, TPD. I told I had my car wrecked. They didn't want me going to Manford to talk to Jerry, Chief Ridley, about all the stuff we were starting to find out about what happened to Mike and Lucky. Mike didn't do it. So they had my car wrecked right at the wheel. I still could have gone. I had a rental. But that is actually never the plan. We have a plan and a strategy in everything we do. It's working. We're getting this more evidence against you guys than anybody's ever gotten in your lives. And you know that. Look at your outcomes. Look at mine. We're nice to people. You're cruel. It's psychological torture, even, for one person to watch another person be beat down and raped and tortured and tormented and bothered and deprived of basic human rights and needs like food and shelter. So you don't get the date. You'll never get a date with me. You're not good enough. You don't even want one. I said, I don't go out with a man who can't respect my boundaries. And unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. And you ran around telling everybody who would listen that you were going to starve me until I lie. You want the lie. And if you liked women, you would do what women like. You don't. You like deviant men. So shut up with your bullshit story. Everybody's sick of hearing it. Just fucking sick of hearing it. So, we got more this morning. I'm not even going to show up. Everybody knows where it is. So somebody wrecks my car. It's a hit and run. I'm in a building where I do business. I come out of the building and someone grabbed me and said, "Look at this. They just hit your car." Oh my God. I was like, oh my God. Again? This was like time number 4. So I don't normally do a police report because the locals are not helpful. They give your police report right to the offender. Right, Richard? Who then obstructs justice, commits perjury, and destroys your evidence of attempted murder. So it's not always wise to use TPD. 44% increase in murder victim rates for domestic violence. And guess what? Death of police officers happens a lot at domestic violence events. You don't get it the first time. Another officer has to show up again because these guys are repeat offenders. They don't just stop. The victims they call in and call in and call, right? Oh, we'll put you in a shelter. Nope. Don't put her in a shelter. You put him in jail. How about that? Do your fucking job. So I walk in and I'm like, I think look at Connecting the Dots by the National Stalking Resource Center. Here's what you do when you get a police report on a stalking case. If there's car vandalism, ask the person. They may not know they're being stalked. They need to know they're being stalked. Ask them some questions to find out. And then tell them that they're in a lot of danger. Jodi Arias did car vandalism, and the next escalation was murder in the first degree. A lot of victims die from stalking. So I walk into Mingo Valley, and you're going to get you didn't handle my police report right. You gave it to the offender, and now we have dead lucky and almost dead framed Mike. So you got to call and kill. You did already. How many more officers are going to die at a domestic violence call because you didn't do your fucking job right? You got to get that shit. You need a threat assessment unit that has people that are specially trained for that. So, 44% increase in murders of domestic violence victims since 2020 does not speak highly of your job as a cop, Tulsa, or whoever. Who'd you have call? Did you have Bixby? One, they're supposed to pull me over last night, and I didn't go down there. Jinx, Bixby. Who is it tonight? Tulsa. I did, Sapulpa. You guys were trying to get me out there. You used my dasher app to draw me to a certain place so you can have me pulled over. We've been over this. Broken Arrow. We've been over this over and over and over. Everybody knows what you do. So then, you trying to prove us out? Are you trying to prove your recordings out? Are you trying to prove our witness out? You make this so easy. It's not hard. It's not fair. Sir? You and your delusion problems. So, anyways, shit, what was I saying? Hang on. Okay, now I remember what I was saying. So I went into Mingo Valley, and I take an accident report, because I decided to go ahead and file one. I'll call it in or file. I don't call them in unless there's blood everywhere, and there was no blood. I wasn't even in the car. So I'll walk it in if I do this. And I'm not going to have another dead lucky or deal with a cop that works for you. I'm just not going to. The cops that deal for you, they're kind of finger painting. I hate that. I fucking hate that. If you're a cop and you talk to me, you better fucking know your shit, because I'm gonna. Okay, so what happened is, I'm about to testify for Mike. Trying to testify for Mike. I found out he was drugged before they had even taken depositions, months before. Tell the Florida State's attorney. So that's kind of the background. They didn't want me driving out to Manford, where my family is, and talking to Chief Ridley about it. So they wrecked my car right at the wheel. So you can't drive it, it's in the shop. But I had a rental. I guess they didn't count on the fact of the rental. Anyways, I walk into Mingo Valley and I get my traffic accident, and I had all the other stuff about the murder and kind of the history. This is a stalking case, blah, blah, blah. And the lady behind the desk says, "Oh, we don't take that here." And I go, "My attorney said to give it to you here." And it's part of stalking, the accident is. And she goes, "Tell your attorney we don't take that here." And I'm about to fall over. Remember who it is you're talking to, lady. I just I got a headache in my eye. Here comes the aneurysm again. I looked at her and I shoved the papers under the desk and I said, "Today it is." And I turned around and I walked up and I threw my hand up exasperated, and I walked out. I was appalled. Shitty police work right there. That is finger paint. I'm not gonna finger paint this shit for you. You better fucking keep up with me. I'm not gonna fucking slow down for you. I've got the evidence nobody else has. Don't forget who it is you're talking to and who you're dealing with. And when you had a cop talk to me like that, oh my God, wow. Wow. I don't even have words for that. I don't have words for that. So, hang on. Okay, see this channel, Stalking Resource Center? It's got all kinds of videos of training cops, okay, cops? See that? All kinds of training videos. This is the one I'm talking about.
You mean
here.
It's not healthy to want to talk to your boyfriend every other second? What they've just reported
There you go.
matter.
The officers that are responding to it need to ensure that they absorb all that information. And then I want our sergeant.
Do your fucking job. Watch this video. Okay, so what I said, here's what I did. I write Jerry Bender a letter. He's the city attorney. with all the same thing I shoved under the glass that day and said, today it is. Officer stupid. You are something. I'm thinking, you gotta be shitting me with this. I don't even, talk about irresponsible. 44% increase in dead women. Because you do shit like that right there. Dead women who are victims of domestic violence. And guess what? You're putting officers' lives at risk too. Because you fucked up right here today. We already got a dead Lucky and an almost dead framed Mike. Did you want to get another cop killed over this deal? That's how you do it right there. I don't think that's okay. I'm not cool with it. I'm fucking not cool with it. So I tell Jerry Bender, first of all, they give my police report right to the offender. That was brilliant. Who then obstructed justice, destroyed my evidence, and committed perjury. Then you got dead Lucky and almost dead framed Mike. They've continued to reoffend. I've had my car wrecked. I mean, they're doing all this shit. They're trying to kill me again, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be on the first 48, but thanks. I'm not going to sue you. I could. But I don't know how to sue. I fucking had to, really. But I'll tell you what I can do in my sleep. I'm going to out-cop your guys. I'm going to do it. Watch me. Watch this. I'm going to out-cop your people. Because on this, they might be really good at active shooter situations, and I think they fucking are. I think they are Batman on that. But on this, they suck at it, and you need to improve it. Because 44 increase in dead women on domestic violence issues and putting officers' lives at risk. There's a high incident of murdered cops at a domestic violence case because you're dealing with a crazy person. You're dealing with a fucking crazy. Mr. Perry has Huntington's disease, and he is fucking crazy. Psychosis, delusion, paranoia, and inability to reason cognitively. Who's he going to murder next? Is it going to be a woman or a cop? Or both? See, we can't afford shit like that. It's sloppy police work. Fucking sloppy or corrupt. Either way, it's not okay. It is not fucking okay. Do you understand, TPD? It is not fucking okay. You have to do your job. You don't have a choice. And now you got somebody going, 9 years and TPD hasn't put the bitch in jail? Nope. Why do you think that is? Well, why do you? I mean, come on, we both know why that is. They're on the payroll. I've already said, we heard rumors that TPD, Tulsa County Sheriff's Department, Creek County, Sepulpa, Mays, Rogers, all got $25 million. And they put it into evidence of a bribe. They wanted to buy it. It's a buy-a-lie thing. And Mr. Perry was pissed off that he didn't get his cover-up, so he had it stolen back, and he hasn't. Is that true? I mean, I don't know. You guys can speak to that. I don't know. But I know that, I mean, all right, so here's my work product. I did exactly what I said. You don't have this to show. I do. You didn't figure out Mike was drugged. We did. Right? We did all this. TBD. You fucking badass Batman on active shooters, but on domestic violence, you fucking suck. It's pathetic. And you don't get to do that because you're putting lives at risk. So I told Jerry I'm not going to sue. I fucking don't know how to do that, but guess what I can do in my sleep? I'm going to out-cop your people. I'm going to out-cop your cops. Watch me. And now I'm being punished by sleeping in my car, and I can't see my family because Mr. Perry's constantly asking if my family's a leak. And we heard recordings of him talking to the EPA. I'm going to sick the EPA on Craig and Corky. They own body shops, and the guy said, well, you'd be hard-pressed at any body shop anywhere not to find at least one violation. I'll call the IRS. I mean, you don't have that right, sir. Stay the fuck away from my family. Whether or not there are leaks isn't your business, you sick son of a bitch. How dare you think it was? And I'm not told that, and I've said that over and over and over and over. I don't know what they get from leaks. I don't know what they get from a quarter or a wiretap, something. I don't know. I don't care. Everybody's sick of this and sick of you. And if you want help from my guys, they'll be in touch. I won't help you. I fucking hate you more by the day because you are taking everybody and everything I love. I came to Oklahoma to be with my family and to get away from you. And Houston, bitch, your little bitches that kiss your ass. Well, you shit yourself. And now they got that over their face too. How pathetic and how embarrassing. Right? Who'd you call tonight to have me pulled over? Huh? Was it Tulsa? Is it Tulsa Sheriff? Is it Bixby? Is it Jinx? Is it Broken? Which one? Did they like that? Do they like being asked to do that for you? One of them didn't. I'm not doing it. I'm fucking not doing it. It's a whack job, and that's a bad decision. And I'm not putting my name. I'm a cop. I'm a police officer. I'm not putting my name on a whack job's bad decision. He has a certified diagnosis that he cannot. He doesn't have cognitive reasoning. He doesn't have it. Not that you can't see that. I mean, you don't have to have a psychology degree to see you can't. Cause, and in fact, when you fuck with me, you get caught. Nothing else has happened in 9 years. Same and different. It's different when you do it to me. Why is that? Anybody yet figure out why that is? But it's the same every time you do it. We get the information before, not after. This TPD is my work product. And I fucking have outcopped you on this. I don't know how to do an active shooter. I don't even know how to shoot a gun. But I can Sherlock like a motherfucker. I did a great job on the sting ops. And in 6 years in a strip club, not one slip up. And we know Geppetto's your witch, and he's all confused why his seances don't work. Don't get up again tomorrow and think I'm going to change my mind. It'll piss me off. It'll piss me the fuck off. Manage your expectations right. Man, whichever cop that gets me, please come have dinner with me. You're such an interesting person. First of all, everybody's going to like the guy that gets them, right? Everybody likes the person that gets them. But this is a bigger deal because it's a crime bullshit, right? I want to go to dinner with you. So, when you start fucking with somebody's family, they're going to kick your teeth out, especially their kids. Expect to get your teeth kicked out. If ever you get near me, your balls will be up your brains. You better wear a nut cup and a helmet. Do you understand me? You're not going to get near me. You don't have a real love life. I don't like you. You disgust me, and you know that. That's why you haven't come near me. Right? There's this Pinto guy, guys. TPD. Sting Op. This is Sting Op right here. Sting Op brilliance. This fucker. Well, it was actually, I'm going to just be honest. I'm going to be real honest with you guys here. This Sting Op is brilliant. But it's not brilliant because I'm brilliant. It's brilliant because this guy was the dumbest fuck on the planet. Just like that. I can't take credit for it. Give him the credit. This guy's soliciting prostitution. This guy's soliciting, I'm telling you, you should just read it. And listen to it. You got the transcripts here. You got this. So it's a fucking brilliant Sting Op. But not necessarily because I did a great job. It's because he's that stupid. So there's one. And, okay, here's another one. This Sting Up was brilliant because I'm brilliant. This one right here, Gene Mitchell, this was my deposition. This right here is a brilliant Sting Up. Because if you're not really, really smart, you're not going to be able to tell what I did. If you can read it. But I want to see somebody that can listen to it and figure out what I did. Because I did something here. And I did it very intentionally and very strategically and very methodically while playing like I'm just stupid. I'm just a stupid stripper. Listen to it. This is brilliance of my work right here. This one. It's my depot with Gene Mitchell and Travis Myers, who does at the end ask me if I'm a cop. Anyway, that right there is my good work right there. The Pinto thing was his. He did that all by himself. Here's the, all I did was hit play and let him talk. Boom, go. Here, let's hit play, now talk. And he just dug himself right in the hole.
You're filming my...
Okay, stalkers stalk the family, and they use the family to stalk. And we've established that. Stay the fuck away from my family, all of them. Do you hear me? When you contact me, we get more. When you invade my privacy, we get more. The longer I'm broken, the longer Mike's in jail, the more we get. The more problems and drama you cause, the more we get. Because you're pissing everybody off. Don't get up tomorrow and think I'm going to change my mind. You're going to piss me off if you think that. Whoever it is that gets me, I guess, is it Dickie? Is that your name? Let's go eat. You guys know where I am. Let's go eat. Let's just have a nice chat. All right? I'm not mad at you. You just intrigued me. So everybody remember that this Christmas I'm sleeping in my car, waking up in a fucking street or parking lot or wherever it is I decide to stop my car and sleep, having to drive to the gas station to pee. And that's why you don't have a real love life. And I have a lot of information on your crime like never in your life before. Cause and effect, same and different before and after. Repeat, 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 repeat. And the fucktard still doesn't get it. And we're all sick of dealing with that. Everybody's sick of you. If you liked women, you would do what women like. Period. All you do is what deviant men like. You're into deviant men. So shut up about liking women. You don't like women. You have a mommy issue. Your mom humiliated you or whatever. Boo fucking who. And so you're bothering the rest of us with that. And we're all sick of looking at your dirty underwear. Okay? Leave me the fuck alone. Leave my family the fuck alone. And fuck you for ruining my Christmas. Again.
Father and my fucking sister. How does this make you feel?
Put all those scratches on your arm. You want to see the
Scratches?
I got scratches. I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I don't
gonna
give a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck.
I'm gonna say this for the last time. I said no. I said no. I've said no for 9 years. People are making fun of you. No. Period. The more you contact me and force yourself on me and everybody else, the more drama and problems you cause. The longer I'm broke, the longer Mike's in jail, the more we get. Nothing else has happened in a decade, you fucktard. No. I hate you. Everybody fucking hates you. Everybody's sick of this and of you. Get the fuck out of my life. Do not contact me again. I fucking hate it. Leave me alone. Leave everybody alone. Get a life.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want to pray for this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, man. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone. And this is bacon. Oh, that's okay. I don't care.
Leave me